Few modern entertainers embody transformation quite like Jamie Foxx. His life is often told as a rise from hardship to stardom, but the deeper truth is more layered. A journey shaped by absence, discipline, talent, and relentless reinvention. From a childhood marked by instability in Texas to becoming one of Hollywood's most versatile performers, Foxx built a career that spans comedy, music, and award-winning acting. His story is not only about fame, but about endurance through emotional and physical trials, including a life-threatening medical emergency that forced him to rebuild once again. What emerges is a portrait of resilience under pressure and purpose beyond performance. Childhood in Terrell, Texas. Eric Marlon Bishop, later known to the world as Jamie Foxx, was born in Terrell, Texas in 1967. His early life was marked by separation from his biological parents, leaving him to be raised primarily by his grandparents. That shift shaped the emotional landscape of his childhood. While he was provided stability and structure, there remained a quiet sense of absence that followed him into adulthood. The small-town environment offered limited opportunities, but also a strong cultural grounding in faith and community. These early contrasts, security without parental closeness, formed the emotional foundation that would later fuel his artistic expression and determination to succeed. Grandmother's discipline and musical foundation. Foxx's grandmother played a defining role in shaping his discipline and worldview. She emphasized structure, education, and faith, creating a household where expectations were clear and consistency was non-negotiable. It was also within this environment that music became central to his life. He learned piano at a young age, practicing classical pieces for hours with strict attention to accuracy. What began as instruction gradually became expression. Music offered both refuge and challenge, giving him a language beyond words. This combination of discipline and artistry would later become essential in his ability to navigate multiple creative fields with precision and emotional depth, humor as emotional armor. As he grew older, Foxx discovered that humor was one of his most powerful tools. In environments where emotional vulnerability was difficult to express, making people laugh became both protection and connection. He often used comedy to navigate feelings of isolation rooted in his early family circumstances. This ability to transform pain into humor later became a defining characteristic of his stage presence. What audiences saw as effortless charm was, in many ways, a learned survival mechanism. Beneath the laughter was a young man learning how to be seen without exposing the full weight of his inner world. Education and move toward entertainment. Foxx pursued formal education in music, studying classical composition and piano performance in college. Yet his ambitions expanded beyond structured academia. He became increasingly drawn to performance spaces where improvisation and audience reaction shaped the experience in real time. Comedy clubs in particular offered a raw, unpredictable environment that tested timing, confidence, and resilience. It was during this period that he began refining his comedic identity. The transition from student to performer was not immediate or smooth, but it marked a decisive shift toward a career built on direct connection with audiences rather than traditional musical pathways. The birth of Jamie Foxx and early struggles entering the comedy circuit required both reinvention and strategy. He adopted the stage name Jamie Foxx, a choice that allowed ambiguity and broader opportunity in a competitive industry. Early performances were often unpredictable, ranging from strong audience reactions to complete silence. The comedy world demanded persistence, as performers frequently faced rejection before gaining recognition. These experiences sharpened his timing and stage awareness. Each setback became a lesson in adaptation. Rather than deterring him, the instability reinforced his commitment to performance, gradually building the foundation for a career that would soon extend far beyond stand-up comedy. Breakthrough into film and television, Foxx's persistence eventually led to opportunities in television and film, where his versatility quickly became evident. His ability to shift between comedic and dramatic roles set him apart in a competitive industry. Early appearances opened doors to larger projects, and his reputation for adaptability grew. This period marked the beginning of his transition from stand-up performer to mainstream entertainer. He was no longer confined to a single medium. Instead, he began developing a presence across television, film, and eventually music, positioning himself as a multi-dimensional artist capable of crossing creative boundaries with ease and authenticity. Acting and musical acclaim. Fox's career reached a defining peak with performances that showcased both emotional depth and technical mastery. His portrayal of Ray Charles in Ray earned widespread critical acclaim and major awards recognition, solidifying his place among elite actors. Around the same time, his music career gained momentum, blending R&B influences with contemporary production. He demonstrated a rare ability to succeed simultaneously in film and music, earning accolades in both industries. This dual success reinforced his reputation as a performer who could inhabit multiple identities while maintaining a consistent artistic voice grounded in emotional truth and disciplined craft. Health crisis and recovery. In 2023, Fox experienced a serious medical emergency that required hospitalization and extended recovery. While details were initially limited, it was later understood that the situation was life-threatening and involved a prolonged period of medical care and rehabilitation. His absence from public life led to widespread concern and speculation. Recovery was gradual, involving both physical and cognitive rehabilitation. He later spoke about the experience with a focus on gratitude and perspective, emphasizing the fragility of health and the importance of support systems. The ordeal became a turning point, reshaping how he approached both life and work moving forward. Legacy, family, and present life today. Fox's life reflects a shift toward balance and intentional living. Family plays a central role, particularly his relationship with his daughters, who have become important anchors in his personal and professional world. He continues to work in entertainment while being more selective about projects, focusing on meaningful creative expression. His philanthropic efforts span education, health awareness, and community support initiatives. Rather than pursuing constant visibility, he appears more focused on sustainability and impact. This phase of his life emphasizes continuity rather than reinvention, building on decades of experience while prioritizing health, stability, and personal fulfillment. Conclusion. Jamie Foxx's journey illustrates the complexity of long-term artistic survival in an industry built on visibility and reinvention. His life reflects a continuous negotiation between personal history, creative ambition, and physical vulnerability. From early emotional absence to global recognition, and from critical acclaim to medical crisis, his story resists simplicity. What remains consistent is adaptability, the ability to transform circumstance into expression. Rather than a linear ascent, his life resembles a series of reinventions shaped by both triumph and disruption. In that sense, his legacy is not defined by a single achievement, but by the capacity to continue evolving through every stage of life.